All right, we are live here, STS guys. Let's have some fun tonight. We got some things to show you. We got some laughs that are going to be made. We've got some. I know at least got one person who's going to join me later. So if you're looking forward to some fun entertainment for your Sunday here on STS, hang tight. We'll be right back. All right, here we go. Let's have some fun. But first, before we have the fun, we have to get over to check out our people who are in chat. But before we do that, welcome to Sidetrack Sunday. This is the fourth Sunday of the month. Usually this is Ray's opportunity to make a fool of himself, but he just got back from vacation, and we got the word today that he landed fine and he is home. So welcome back, Ray. Everybody run. If you don't know by now, my name is Rick Bailey, and this is the Fultz Bailey Railroad. Let's go ahead and roll into our schedule and get that started. And while that's rolling, that wasn't running. All right, there we go. While we got that running, I'm going to go over here and pull up the participants list to see who's in the house. Just remember, guys, while the participant list is running here, it only looks at if you've chatted recently. It keeps flip-flopping on me over there. So if you're in the house and you haven't said anything in a while, or you haven't said anything at all, I'm not going to know you're there. So make sure you say something so that I can say hello. And if you guys wouldn't mind, take a look. You'll see some people over there that are actually in blue letters. These are our moderators, or as I like to lovingly call them, my Smurfs. You'll see that they're gonna try and keep things on track for me. They're gonna try and keep the spammers out of here. And if all else goes wrong, maybe I'll just leave the show to them. But here we go. Anthony Dodge, Opa Dodge is in the house. Artie from Awesome American Railroad is here. Jerry, Boxcar Jerry is here. Thanks for stopping in. Tim from CP368 Productions is here. Dwight Curley is here. Fultz Bailey Model Railroad is here. I haven't seen him yet, though, so maybe I'll pop in a little bit. Anthony from the Georgia Sunbelt. Joe Rader is here. Welcome, Joe. Ian from the Lehigh River Subdivision is here. Lynn McCurdy's in the house. Greg from Midsummer Railway is here. Marty from the M&M Short Lines is here. Mr. Jimbo Trains, welcome, my friend. Ozark, Midland, and Southern has stopped by. Thank you so much. Saw your contest the other day. That was awesome. Ron Moen is here. Ray Elton, or as we like to call him, Roy Eltham, is here. Thanks for stopping in, Roy. John, number 2, Schuylkill River Valley, is also here. Sean McGee stopped in the house. Shays N-Scale is here. Tom Grassi's here. Tina A, love you, sis, is also here. And the Wig Wag Workshop is hanging out also. If you guys haven't seen, over here on my right, your left, is the live stream schedule and show schedule. If you have a show that you would like to be aired up here, let one of us know from the Sidetrack Sunday crew, and we will get you on the list. And the next time that we do an update, which usually happens every quarter or so, let us know and we will get it over to John. John from Schuylkill River Valley is the one who put this together for us. And it's just awesome to have. So again, if you've got a show that's on a regular schedule, or you've got a live stream that's on a regular schedule, and you want to appear here so that we can show you off and give you some credit, go ahead and send us a note, and we'll make the adjustment when it comes out. Looks like we got another minute or two for this to roll by. So in case you guys haven't seen or didn't notice on the thumbnail, we got a couple things that we're going to go over tonight. I want to show you guys some things that I got from Christmas, because I meant to do a Christmas video and never got around to it. We had a train show that John and I attended that was awesome, right here in PA. So I want to show you, actually, there's only one thing that I did get there. John got some things, but they're back in the train room. So there's that. And then, remember I did a video on my, on the compressors that I got. I've been working with the one, which I'm very happy with. And I want to show you that, and we're going to do a little comparison. I'm going to fire them both up and let you guys listen to them, and I'll show them to you. I'm not going to do any airbrushing, but at least you guys can see it in and out. Look at them, ask any questions if you need. I'm very impressed with both. I like both. I'll probably keep them around and do maybe one in the workshop, or one at the workbench, and maybe one in the back room there. A train room. Yeah, that's what it is. It's, where the trains are. So we'll see how that goes. Other than that, I'm hoping, I got a guest that's going to come up in a little bit. And hopefully we'll have some laughs, and we'll see how it goes. So it looks like our schedule is all done, and if I did everything right, it should disappear in a minute. If I didn't do it right, then I'm going to stay here, and hey, there we go. Awesome. If you guys haven't noticed, I did a little change here in the background. My logo has moved from over here to over there, which makes great sense, because most of the time I usually sit right here and it just fits right well. And over here on the wall, you'll see I put up my my bridge. Eventually, these are the instructions I got for the bridge. Eventually, I do want to get this framed and nice and pretty. I'm a little upset that I couldn't get all of it in the shot, but you definitely don't want to see the mess that is this. My desk is kind of crazy right now because I have been I've been doing this build thing with a bunch of other people, and it got a little crazy, and I had to scramble through and make some time. And because I had to do some recording on it and work with other people, I had to do it here at my desk, where I would rather do it over at my workbench, but there's no recording equipment over there. And I really didn't feel like getting out my portable equipment and charging everything up and this and that. Looks like people are making some guesses as to who the guest will be. I will neither confirm nor deny. He just wants to show how big the bridge is. So if you remember the conversation about what that Ray always makes about me having the full sketch. So because I got the double track bridge, they were the company. I can't think of the name off my head. I knew the letters, but I can't think of the name. And it's probably on here somewhere. No, it's not. Central Valley Model Works. That's it. I got it. So I got the double track bridge. This is the bridge deck in the full view. All I had to do was take the pieces, cut them, and build it right to spec as this. This is to scale when you build the bridge. This is the actual bridge. So what I did is I put this down on my workbench, and I clamped it down underneath of a metal ruler, and I had to cut all of these angles and build it just the way it is. And this was perfect. This was excellent to have. As a novice builder, I wish I could have this with every set. But what Ray and JD will tell you is the printout that they got was about not even half. I think they got this, and what they had to do was they had to build this and then flip it over and build that, and then somehow figure out a way to put them together. When it came to this, I think they got the first 2 sections or 3 sections, and then they had to flip it over and build the other 3 sections, but there was no instructions for the middle part. So they literally had to kind of build that on their own and then put it together. So I don't know. Rick has to justify his wood. Al, not going to even, buddy. Not going to. I don't know. I got nothing for that one. All right. So with the laughter already happening here, I see a bunch of people are jumping in. Heath has joined us. Al has joined us. There's a few others that I know I didn't get to mention in the beginning. So I'm just going to roll with it. Let's go ahead and I'm going to bring up a very good friend of mine, a person that I have been working with for the last couple of months. She seems to be very nice. We get along very well. Funny as hell. And it looks like Roy was correct. It is Nisi. Nisi is going to help me out tonight. While I'm probably going to be off camera a little bit while I'm showing not off camera, but I'll be busy showing you guys stuff. So she's going to take care of chat for me and point some things out. In lack of better judgment, I have given her full access to my StreamYard, so she's able to. She has the power to kick me out of here if she wants. So if I get too rowdy,
you're out of here, mister.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have a question for you.
What's your question?
Your sister.
Yes.
Why isn't your sister a Smurf?
I don't know.
You gotta show some family love.
I mean, I guess I could. I have to go back into YouTube to do that, but I think she might be doing it from her. She might be watching from her phone. Good luck, Missy. He's a handful. See that? Look at that. See, she's already against me. Where's the love? Where's the love? You see this?
I'm trying, I'm trying so hard.
With great power comes great responsibility.
I'm not. Have you
seen this show before? There is no responsibility or accountability here, so no worries. Tina says no love. Great. I have love. I've got love. I've got all the love
to give. Do you have love to share?
I have a lot of love to share. I don't say that I give it, but I have a lot of love to share. Only love tree huggers. Yeah. Is she subbed to your channel? You talking about my sister? Yes. She was one of my first subscribers, although she's not always here. She's always texting me, always telling me how great the shows are after they're over. And she's always commenting on all of the videos that I put up. She's a great, she's a supporter. We could talk. She says, I'm here. We could talk about that. I could teach her how to be a Smurf. That's fine. Yeah.
If I can do it, anyway.
I could. I mean, if I wanted, I could always just, wrap my hands around her and make her blue. Is that good enough? Like,
I think that's frowned upon. I don't know. I think that's a negatory.
Oh man. See, look, Heath's already. I thought you were on my side, Heath. Come on, buddy. I feel bad for you.
It's terrible. It's just terrible.
All right, Nisi, I'm gonna leave it to you to pay attention to chat, because if I sit here all night looking at these, it's nothing.
So show us your machines.
All right, I'm gonna throw you over to the right there. I'm going to focus down on my desk here, and the first thing I'm going to show you.
Steve 87, Tina, you know what you need to do. You need to release a beaver in his room during the broadcast.
There is a beaver in my room, and I got 3 kids out of it, so that's not a good
badger. Idea. Oh my God, honey badger! Oh my God, y'all are terrible. All right, you're about to get kicked from your own show, buddy.
I'm telling you, this is not going to go well. Tina A. Make like a
Nice.
see, look, tree references now. See, Tina, this is what you have to put up with.
Mhm.
I've become the tree, and therefore you're in the family tree. So you're just
You're a leaf on the tree.
You're something, sweetheart. I love you. I keep forgetting not to do that. All right, I'm gonna put you guys down here. The first thing I'm gonna do is show you what I got for Christmas. I got a bunch of stuff for Christmas. Not all of it is train related, and I'm pretty sure you don't want to see the color of my socks. So I will. I'll just go with the train stuff because that seems to be the most important. John Foltz got me a car.
It's blank.
And it looks great. It's invisible. So it's
Wonder Woman's car.
It looks great as it's going around the railroad. No, I had this out because I need to read the box. John got me a hopper car. It is a 3-bay hopper, has the Shell emblem on it, although I'm not 100% sure. I thought Shell was an oil company. I don't know why they would be using hoppers. Maybe does anybody know that answer? We'll see if that pops up at all. But yeah, John got me a 3-car hopper Atlas. There's not much information on here. 3-bay cylinder hopper. We've got a lot of these now. We've got a lot of hoppers, and I keep telling John, I think we need to move off of hoppers and get something else. And then we were thinking about it, and we were like, well, there's really not much. You either got hoppers, or you got box cars, or you got oil tankers, or you got flat cars. They're all, and I know there's a whole bunch of other.
Steve said plastic pellets come from petroleum plants, so maybe it's plastic pellets.
Oh, very interesting. Awesome. That could be it. Thank you, Steve. That's good to know. And I guess that would fit perfectly because you open up that door and they just go. Whoosh.
Artie says plastic pellets and foam balls.
You know when you click on those little things, they come up at the bottom of the screen down here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, make it happen.
Well, hold on. I gotta
click on something in chat. I thought I taught you this already.
No.
There, look at that. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah. Now, if you click it again, it goes away. Oh, she's a big girl now.
Big girl now.
So if you click on it, it goes away. If it happens to go above the screen and you can't find it, don't worry about it. Just click on someone else real quick and click it away, and you can make that disappear.
I like this.
So that's fine. There you go. Foam balls. Wow. Show Shell has some balls.
I'm out of control.
So this was actually out because we had it running on the layout. So I was going to put it back, but it's only going to go back on the layout when I go back there anyway. So I'm just going to set it aside. Here's where it falls on the floor because I got everything. I got a little table set up over here from all the stuff that we pulled out of the train room when we cleaned it off, and the table is like overflowing. So that's what I got from John. Now from my wife, I got some goodies. I have not pulled this out of the box yet, so I'm not sure how well you're going to see this through the plastic. But these are a set of wood chip hoppers from Ashley Drew Northern. If it'll focus, there we go. It is the set by Athern that Athern made. These are going to go on the coffee table layout when that gets built. I have to get working on that wood bridge and get that built before Jerry and I can move forward, because the bridge build is what's going to be most important to set the other track on the layout. So if that space, you eliminate the guy in the upper corner. He's man. All right, so we'll do this. I'll just show off my stuff over here.
Oh no! How did I do that?
Welcome to the Nisi show.
Sorry. Oh no! Why did you keep doing that?
Because I did it first, then you did it after I did it the second
terrible.
time.
I thought I did it. Okay.
I am not opening the box, Tom. Heath is saying open the box.
That would be 4 hours. Oh wait, that's
we might be here for a while. I can open the box if you guys want to see what's in the box. You can see what's in the box.
Yeah, pull it out.
Oh, this has styrofoam in here. I don't want to mess with styrofoam. Are these individually packaged? Oh gosh, they are. They're in individual cases.
Oh,
I didn't realize that. That's so cool. Awesome. But it looks like they're just generic labels, like on usually there's a sticker on there to tell you like what the car is and what the road number is and all that.
No,
it doesn't look like these have that. It's just a generic Athearn label inside. But yes, these are the wood hoppers. This might be a better view if I just get the plastic out of the way. There we go.
Nice.
So it looks like it does have the load in there, which is pretty cool. Is that better, Heath, Tom? It didn't take long. No, I'm not opening up all 4. But yeah, these are going to be cool. The concept of the coffee table is going to be, don't mess with them too much. You might. That's awesome. The concept of the end scale layout is going to be a logging camp. And I figured since you guys love that I'm Mr. Tree, I would go with that theme. And who better to make a presence on an end scale layout but actually Drew Northern, who is a wood manufacturer. So there's that. Now for the big prize. Again, this one was from my wife. Love her. The big prize.
Ooh.
Anybody want to take a guess?
It's a train.
Anybody? I will give you a hint. It's a locomotive. I got this on sale. I forget where I exactly ordered it from. Might have been Train World, I think, because the Paragon 3 is now, I guess, out of style because the Paragon 4 is in, or maybe it's 5, something like that. So these went on really cheap sale. I know Heath knows what this is because he and I were. How does Jen know to get those things? You know, Heath, I don't exactly know how she knows. At some point, I think she either has a microphone down here or is that from Rita? No, I can't show you all the gifts that Rita gave me.
We're not rated for that.
You got to talk to Rita for that. But yeah, Heath, I'm not 100% sure. It is not a GG1. I am not a big I'm not a GG1 fan at all. I leave that to Heath and Ray. I can't, this might take a while. I can't get the damn box open.
Rip it.
And I don't want to rip the box. Nancy, I don't want to rip the box. Here we go. All right. Let's see. There's some paperwork.
Ooh.
There. That's the operating manual. There's the caution.
Ooh.
Tells you what it is.
It does? It says caution.
This is...
pull it out already.
This is... I don't know what this is.
Nobody cares. We just want to see the product.
All right. It's a diesel. It is a diesel.
Tom says,
okay,
read
you ready?
Caution. Don't read the caution. Ooh, there's 2 holes.
All right, here we go. You ready? Where's the stripper music? Nice. All right, here it is. I have been a fan of this locomotive since I first saw it. It is the Pennsylvania, I believe this is the PA5. Let me see. The P5a. It's the P5a Box Cab number 4721. I love this locomotive. I am a big fan of squares and edges. I'm not a big fan of the diesel locomotives that have like the round noses and whatnot.
Got some big wheels.
It does. It actually has two trucks right there. There's a truck there and a truck on the on the end, and then it's got these big 3 hunking wheels in the middle.
It's electric.
Well, that's the thing. It's diesel electric.
Nice.
And not that I would ever use them, but the pantographs that are on the top, they do function. You can set this thing to work on a wire. So if you had a layout, and you had the wires up there,
so where's the diesel come in? So
it's not a diesel. I thought it was diesel electric. Okay, then it's all electric. I thought it was both. Because and the only reason I thought it was both is because the say on the back here. No, not on the back. I think it's, where did I read it? I think I read it on the website. On the website, it gave you some background on this particular model, and apparently the PB5 was a freight car. So it was used, it was not used for passenger service. It was used to pull freight. And I figured, I just thought it would be Tesla batteries in there. Yeah. So John and I had pulled this out, I think a couple days after Christmas, and we put it on the layout just to hear how it started up. And it's beautiful. I love it. It's hilarious and it's great and something I've never heard before. I forget what number it is, but when you put this on the layout, it's completely dead. It's not. You have to go through the whole startup process. And the startup process, when you hit the startup key, you hear the engineer walking through the gravel, walking up the steps, opening the door, closing the door, and then starting the engine. It's the funniest thing ever, and I absolutely love it. It's so unique and not something I've ever heard before. It's just, it was fantastic for me. Now we did try to see the pantographs. I think I'm saying that right. The pantographs, they are not automatic. If you were going to use them or you even wanted them up in the air in full stretch, you do have to unhook them. There's a little latch that you have to unhook in order for them to spring out. So they are not automatic. They don't extend. Does it spark? If you're talking about up top, I don't know, but sparks around wood, especially me, not a good thing, Lynn. So we're not gonna go there either. They have one of those at the PA Train Museum. Oh, awesome. See now, Jerry, I might just go there to see this. This is, I have to admit, this is probably my most favorite locomotive at this point. I would think, and other than it looking so different from any other diesel or electric. I mean, don't get me wrong, the GG1 is different, but there is nothing else like this. And I don't know if Pennsylvania was the only one who used this, because they did offer other paint schemes. Like you could get this in blue with Conrail written on it, but I don't know if they actually existed. I don't know if this is just a Pennsylvania thing or not. It doesn't look good. It's outside.
Oh, it's in bad
Not
shape.
sure what he's referring to. Oh,
the one at the museum, probably in bad shape.
Oh, gotcha. That's sad. I have a street car and it sparks at the overhead wires. Oh, there you go. Train fan 120 says the PRR was the only one who ran the PBAs. I keep saying PBAs. There is a P5b. I don't know the difference, but I did see it. and it just kind of sticks in my mind. The B sticks in my mind, and I keep messing up the name. Hey, Low County, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Don't worry about being late. We're kind of really just getting started, so no worries. But yeah, I don't. I'm a little hesitant to run this around the layout because, as you guys know, I've got some really tight turns, and I'm not sure exactly how it's going to make it around. It'll probably do fairly well on my farthest outside rail, but I'm definitely going to have to watch it because I don't want this thing going on the ground. That's not a sound I'm looking to hear. So, but I am really, really glad to have this, and I can't wait to do a video of it as soon as I get things in shape over there in the
Bye,
training
David
room.
A. Supper time.
Supper time.
Supper time.
All right, Dave. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. I appreciate you being here. Enjoy dinner. Save me some. I'm still hungry. All right, so let's get this away, and then I will show you. I'll show you what I got at the train show, which wasn't much, but it's gonna get. It was a much needed purchase.
Aren't they all needed purchases?
Not
All
really.
of them? Yes.
Not really.
Yes.
So John got when we went to the train show was awesome. It was up here at the Philadelphia Expo Center in Oaks, PA. Oh, excuse me, in Oaks, PA, which is a really, really huge venue. And I should have taken a lot more pictures, but I didn't actually. I don't know why I didn't. We were so enthralled with everything that was going on. There were a lot of tables to get through.
Yep.
Yeah, everything is needed.
See?
What's a train show? Artie says.
Hi, Pappy.
Hey, Pappy, how you doing, bud? Yeah, so it was a really good train show. We enjoyed it. There were a couple different layouts there, which we actually got to sit and walk all the way around and get some ideas, because now we're moving into that spot where we're starting to do scenery. So we need all the ideas that we can get. One that I actually saw and I remembered, and I don't know if I'm going to try and replicate it, but I thought it was the coolest thing ever. We passed a layout that had a cornfield, and I'm looking at this cornfield and I'm thinking, whatever this guy used for this cornfield, number one, looks awesome and looks original, but it looks familiar. And I couldn't pinpoint it at first, and we walked away, and then we came back later because we were making a pass at another vendor that I was coming back to get something from. And I took a second look at it, and I got a glimpse of something and immediately figured out what it was. His cornfield was the toothpick. If you've ever gone to like a diner or a sandwich shop and you've gotten a club sandwich, those toothpicks that they put in your sandwich with the little red and yellow flags on them, the little plastic flags.
Yeah.
Those were that was his cornfield. He had hundreds of them, and he just he sprayed them all like a greenish yellow color, and then meticulously sat there and put them all in a row over and over and over and over. And he missed the corner of one of it, and I saw the red color glint at me. And that's when I was like, that's it. I knew where I knew that from. So he made an entire cornfield out of toothpicks with the little flaggy things on it.
But how did he do the husk?
He didn't have those. So I guess this was like pre-bloom. There wasn't actually any corn on them. It was just the stalks and some leaves.
Oh.
But you got the concept of it, and when you saw it, you knew it was a cornfield. So but it was really, really neat. I thought it was cool. So just keep that in mind if you guys are looking for a cornfield. All right, so I think I mentioned, and I think you guys have seen a video or two. I'm building an N scale layout, and it's on a coffee table. Now, once I have a whole bunch of cars. You saw my ADN cars. I got a whole bunch of cars from Jerry. I got some awesome cars from Jerry. I've purchased a couple here and there on the fly in the meantime. But the one thing that I did not have, my diamond in the rough, what I cannot find is the locomotive that I want. And I'm told it hasn't even been made. So that's going to be my holy grail. But in the meantime, I need a locomotive in order to run some stuff on the track. So I've been looking around, and I think I found something that's close enough. And by close enough, I mean it's just the right color. So I was at the train show, and I was running around, and I saw a lady who was selling a bunch of locomotives. And of course, the locomotive that I want has to have sound in it. But I figured if I'm going to get one now, and I need one now, it just has to be DCC. I don't need sound at the moment. So I can use this as a secondary locomotive or even for testing purposes only. So I found this. This is the Jersey Central. It is a GP7. And like I said, it is only DCC, not sound. But it was only $80, and it is brand new, never been used. It is a 4-axle, which I was looking for because I know, and Jerry can tell you, some of the turns that are going to be on this coffee table we think are going to be tight. So I wanted to get a 4-axle just to make sure that it could traverse around the layout and around the tracks without, hopefully without jumping any of the curves or anything.
I have questions.
Go ahead. What's your questions?
So the first question was Martin was asking if this is captioned for hard of hearing, which I do not know how to do that. And let's see, losing my place. Hang on. Oh, Lynn looked up the toothpicks. They're called frill picks.
Frill picks, awesome.
Frill picks. Let's see. Oh, Heath was asking what was the Holy Grail logo.
Oh, so the Holy Grail is an ADN locomotive. I know they had a few. I keep forgetting what they are. But Jason can tell you. He tells me all the time. I know. I believe one of them is a GP28, I think. And I forget what the other one is. But from my knowledge and from what Jason tells me, apparently no manufacturer makes an ADN locomotive in N scale. So if I ever do find the correct model, I may need to then locate someone to do the paint job, which I'm willing to do. But as far as getting it stock from a manufacturer, apparently that's not happening. So again, this is an N scale GP7 diesel locomotive in DCC. Sweet. Jersey Central 1523. It is a Bachmann locomotive. Probably not the best locomotive, but like I said, it's the backup. It will run on the layout. It does have, technically it's all one track. It feeds back into each other, but it's got enough stretch that we could probably get 2 trains running. So that's that. Cool. So we did Christmas. We did the train show. Oh, the other thing, train show. John got some. John wants to dabble in doing static grass. So I will probably have that. Probably a video of that shit show coming. He's having a great time with it. You have 4 compressors and 6 airbrushes, and you need someone to paint a locomotive for you. I like that. ADM. ADN, as in Nancy, stands for Ashley Drew Northern. They are out of Arkansas. They are a wood manufacturer. They basically hauled wood chips and wood products. What was that last one? They're decent, Rick. I have a DCC Bachmann S4 and it's fine. Awesome. That's great, Ian. Good to know.
Who's
And I guess Nissy, you missed out on a tight surfer guy.
Where?
When? When he did his live stream yesterday. Yesterday he was at the beach and he did. I was trying to get Artie to talk to. There were a couple of female joggers that walked by. I was trying to hook him up. I was going to be his wingman, but he was too afraid to say anything. So
that's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about me. I missed the surfer guy.
Yeah, that too. Ian says they got TH and B N scale GP7s and 9s in the new Atlas pre-order.
Oh, isn't the 7 the one that you need?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a GP7. No, this is the GP7. This is the GP7. Yes. That's a GP7.
Oh.
GP7 high nose. I think I might be mistaken, but I think what I need is a GP10, a GP28, or I forget the other one.
So Artie apparently talked to those chicks because he said they were from out of town and they were from Sydney. So he knows a lot more than if he didn't talk to them.
Oh, see, Artie shut the camera off and he cut me out of the deal. That's what it was.
You got Rita. He's trying to get his own.
That's true. Artie, we'll find you a Rita. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. All right. So,
Jerry says it's the GP10.
Yes, I think you're right. One is a GP10, one I believe is a GP28, and I can't remember what the third one was. He did not know a P5a was electric. How can you expect him to know what ADN locomotive he wants?
Tough crowd.
Listen, I knew it was electric. I said diesel electric. I did not know that it was not diesel.
You thought it was a hybrid.
Yes. How else does the locomotive start up if the catenaries are not on there? Or the whatever you call them thingies. If they're not hooked up, because a part of the process, when the little guy walks through the gravel and then goes up the ladder and goes over, you literally hear him go through the gravel, up the steps, open the door, and then you hear the thingies go up. And then the thing starts. How do they go up if it has no power? Now, tell me it's batteries, and I'll leave. Diesel is diesel electric. See? I don't know. I give up. Ray Eltham also. Yeah, they do have switchers. I am not a big fan of switchers.
They're short.
They're short. They're small. I want what every guy wants. A big unit.
Not just guys.
That's all that will be said about that. All right. So, let's go back down here. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you the replacement compressor that I got. It is nothing out of ordinary. I'm sure you guys, small is perfect for you, Rick. Dream on, JP. Thanks, JD. Appreciate that. Doesn't matter the size. Oh, jeez. I need to start on some alcohol. That's what all the guys said. That's what I said. I want what every guy wants.
I'm not off the rails. I didn't do anything.
Ding,
I got
ding,
my
Paul
halo
is
on.
Off the rails tonight. Yep. Just going nuts. Why are you messing in N scale? Well,
why not?
Yeah, why not? I had to make room for more trains, and the only way I was going to do that was to shrink in size. There we go. Roy's got what I need. GP28s, GP10s, and the CF7s. That's what I was forgetting. I was thinking it was a GP30 or something like that, but the CF7s. That was the third one I couldn't remember. So, yeah. I love switchers. They're some of my favorite locomotives. Don't get me wrong. I have a switcher in here. I have no idea what it is, but I got it. It was actually my second DCC locomotive. It's all I can tell you is it's a UP switcher. But I don't know off the top of my head what the number is or what the model is. Again, to me, I am all about looks and colors. Hence why I bought a locomotive in green, because green is my favorite color. And it just so happens that it also goes with the fact that I'm a tree, apparently. Is the switcher electric? The switcher is diesel. It does not have penta thingy, whatever they are, that connect to catenaries. Yeah, those things, right. Hang on.
Apparently, Tina's favorite color is green as well.
Yeah, I think she stole that from me. She says, stop copying. I'm green. Just because you're older doesn't mean everything was always yours.
And she's got dibs.
Oh, she actually texted me and said, you missed my question. What was your question, love?
What was the question?
I don't know. I left you to manage chat. I didn't miss anything. Nisi missed your question.
Tina, I'm sorry. Come back. Type it, please. I don't see it yet.
Do they make AD cars in N? Yes, I got those for Chris. Where were you, buddy? Where did I just? Yes. Ashley Drew Northern, N scale, hopper cars. Boom. Come on, focus. Focus. Stay out of the light.
Oh,
Carol Ann.
here it is. Here's Tina's question.
What is the train thing coming to Delaware Ave? Jerry, you know anything about that? Is it a train show? They have a train show. I think I know what you're talking about. I think it's the train show that they have over at the Steelworkers Union Hall. If that's what you're talking about. But I don't know if I heard from a couple people that it's a bunch of guys that are like selling stuff they pulled out of their attic. It's not a really good show, but again, that's only hearsay. Don't criticize me if anybody plans to go over there. Heath posed the question: is anyone going to Amherst next week? I am not. But if you could let Heath know if anyone else is, it looks like he's very curious to know. Yes. So, Tim, I heard that a GP10 was usually a GP9. And I believe the only difference, the big main difference was one was a high hood up front and the other one was a short hood. And of course there was a couple of other differences, but the main look difference was the hood in the front. If I got that right, I think that's what I was told.
Jerry says it's the TCS show.
What's a PCS show?
T, like in Tom.
Oh,
CS
TCS. TCS. GP10 is a rebuilt GP9, usually made into an I9W nose.
Wow. I'm
not sure what an I9W nose is, but I'll go with what you said. Too far for me to go. Possum Bio, how many hours for you? They were boosted in horsepower, basically a frame up rebuild. Somebody sent me a picture.
Wasn't me.
Oh, Rita, you can't send those. I'm live, sweetheart.
Rita's got to go.
Boom, boom,
Stop
boom.
looking at
No,
them.
no, it was the build crew. Someone on the build crew. Oh, there we go. James sent me some information on the EMD GP10. Is a diesel electric locomotive. It was the result of rebuilding a GP7, GP9, or GP18. So there you have it, folks.
I don't know how to keep all that stuff straight, to be honest.
I don't either, and that's why I like the colors. Colors do good for me. That's what I can relate to. How's the compressor debacle? Okay, so I'll give you some history. Lynn, I'm so glad you're here to keep me on track, buddy. She's not doing a very good job.
Hey, you get what you pay for. And 0 times 0 is still freaking 0.
All that mentorship, and this is how you treat me? So, as you guys remember, this whole debacle started with a faulty airbrush. I got the trigger thing fixed out. Everybody was correct. A little lube goes a long way. So that's fixed. My trigger now works. It moves. A little Vaseline on the shaft, and now she goes up and down just right. Wait till you see how red she is when she comes back. Look at that.
Mr. Nisi just said behind me, oh my.
Don't worry, Scott. There'll be an after show too.
He's excited now.
Right. So once I got that fixed, I was ready to go. And then shortly after that, I got through one airbrushing session and the compressor failed. I sent an email over to the company letting them know, hey, I got this problem. What I had found out was, well, there were two problems actually. The first problem was the piston on the inside. I heard the motor running, but the piston wasn't moving. Therefore, I was getting no pressure. Vaseline is not supposed to be used internally, Rick. That is true. That is true. This is why it was only applied to the outer shaft.
Tina's adopted.
Tina, yeah, I was adopted. Yes. I just saw something. Rick, you can get details for your GP10 locomotive. Yes, I believe I can. I just have to find them because no one apparently makes them. That's the problem. I would have to find someone who can take the details and put them down into scale and print them. I don't have that skill yet, so I would have to figure that out. Where would I leave off? So the compressor, all of a sudden, out of the blue. The motor's running, but the piston's not. So I got no air pressure at all through the airbrush. So I decided I sent them an email. While I was waiting for a response, I did a little bit of investigation and I pulled the front panel off of the compressor and I realized that the piston itself was not connected to the camshaft, and it was connected with one of those expandable clips that had popped off, and thankfully it was sitting right in the bottom of the compressor, and I found it. So I had to kind of squeeze that back into its correct formation because it looked like it was overstretched a little bit, and I was able to get that put back on. But then once I put it back on and I got everything buttoned up, and I turned it on, it stayed on consistently. So at some point somewhere, I think the pressure switch failed and now it just runs. So rather than burning out the motor using it, I put it aside, tried to reach out to them for more help, but they wouldn't assist me with that. I guess they didn't want me playing with it. I guess fear of a lawsuit or whatever. So I got no answers to any of my questions. So if anybody knows how to actually fix one of these things, I'd be interested to have it as a spare. That will make number 3. Nope. That will make number 1, 2, 3, 4. That will make number 5.
Wait, 5.
But in the meantime, I needed to get
compressors?
some airbrushing done.
5 compressors?
Yeah, so I got the replacement that they sent me.
Right.
I got the one from Harbor Freight. I got the pancake one that I fixed, which I'll go over in a minute. And I actually have a my godfather was a mechanic when he was before he retired. And at his shop, he had one of those really huge stand up. I don't even know how many gallons it was. The damn thing stood like almost 5 feet high. It takes like 15 minutes for it to fill up. But that's actually out in the shed, and it's been out in the shed for almost 10 years, and I haven't used it.
Technically count.
I don't know if it works.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
It doesn't count, but it's out there. All right. I'm in the possession of 5. Put it that way. All right. So
I did not know you had this many.
So when I did contact this, I didn't know either. 5 compressors and still can't paint. Tom, I'm painting.
Humanity wants to know what you're doing with those poor compressors.
What are you doing? Oh, those compressors. I had a comment, but I'm not going to say it here.
Pappy thinks that probably still works.
I bet it doesn't work. It probably doesn't. It's who knows? It's probably either seized up or
it probably does.
Oh, you said I bet it works.
Yeah,
it might. I've always wanted to run an electric line out there.
You need to buy another one
to actually use it, but I think you need to buy another. I've always wanted to run an electric line out to the shed, but my wife's against it, and
what could go wrong?
Only because you got to deal with. Well, I got to dig a trench. I got to. I got to get the township involved and all that jazz, and for it's just a pain in the ass. So I just chose not to. But it's out there. I can run an electric cord over there if I needed to, a heavy duty electric cord, if I ever planned on using it. But let's get to. So I sent the company that makes my little compressor an email, and I said, listen, I realize I'm out of warranty, but only by a week. What can you tell me about how I can get this thing fixed? What parts do I need that I can do it? And I got an email back fairly quickly. They said, no problem. We'll replace it under warranty. No issue. It's coming in the mail. Here's a tracking number. And what I received in the mail was not the exact model that I got. But I got, am I going to need to zoom out on this? No, that's pretty plenty. So what I got was this. Technically, it is the same unit up top, just a different color. But the most important thing is I got a tank on the bottom now. So I've got one, I think it's like a 1 gallon tank. Now, let me give you my opinion on this. Everybody says, if you're going to get an airbrush, Rick and Vanilla Ice Cream need to do a collaboration under pressure. Vanilla Ice. Under pressure. Under pressure. So if you talk to anyone who airbrushes or whatever, they always tell you to get one of these. Well, these are a little bit more expensive than your normal ones, not by much, but I mean, if it's an expense you don't have, it's not an expense that you can spend. So I've been using this. It's been under my desk, and like I said, because of the bridge build or the build crew and having to be on camera, I've had to do a lot of work right here at my desk, which includes airbrushing. So I still have this hooked up. It's not pressured right now. I'm going to turn it on so you guys can hear it in a minute. But here's my opinion. It doesn't take long for this thing to fill up, which is great. But when you start using it, after about 30 seconds, you hear the compressor come on. And the compressor stays on for as long as you are airbrushing. And then when you stop airbrushing, it continues on for about another minute to fill up the tank again, and then it shuts it back off. I don't see the benefit, because if I'm sitting here spraying a whole bunch of stuff, this is running regardless. The only thing I'm saving is the very first 30 seconds when it takes for this thing to go from its full pressure down to where it has to kick off and refill. But it seems like as I'm using it, I'm using more than can be compressed or to fill the tank, because this thing doesn't shut off, and it doesn't shut off until it fills back up. Air reserve, need a bigger tank. Yeah, I agree. And this is why I got the other one in the back, just for that purpose. But I just wanted to make a comparison. You're using air pressure when you are spraying. Yeah, I understand that. I completely understand that. But I just don't, maybe I'm not explaining correctly or what. I just don't understand the purpose of having the tank. If I use the other one, as I'm spraying, it's pumping. And like I said, once I turn this on and it fills, the second that I use my airbrush, I get maybe 30 seconds of pure air, no compressor, pure air. Then the compressor kicks on, and it's constant compressor.
John is saying
I'm giving constant pressure.
Yeah, you're getting constant.
I would get that if I was using just the compressor.
Mm-hmm.
So let me kick this thing on. And the one thing I will tell you is when I first got this out of the box, it was very quiet. After using it, it's gotten a little louder. I have noticed it. It's got a little bit of a squeal, and it's gotten louder. If it's too loud, I'm very close to the microphone. If it's too loud, let me know, and I will cut the microphone. But just take a listen. Sounds like your standard compressor. Now, if you give it a minute, it'll shut off when it comes to the correct pressure.
Good night, Dwayne.
Hi, Dwayne. No, Lynn, I'm not painting the house, but I did have. I'll tell you. There's two things I use it for. Mainly is primering a build, which in the last 2 weeks, in the last 2 months, I've at least started 3 kits. So I've been doing a lot of primer, and the problem is that your tank pressure is the same as your brush pressure. That's probably the case. It could be the case. The tank is regulating pressure. The compressor is pulsing pressure. So you want the tank for the consistency. Right, but at the time that the compressor comes on, if I'm still brushing, the tank makes no difference. And it's not like I can sit here and wait for it to fill every time. If your tank has a regulator, you put a higher pressure in the tank. The tank does not, the only thing that has the regulator is what comes out of the hose, not what is in the tank. So there we go. She's up to pressure, and she'll hold there. And the only other thing I like about this, if you guys remember if you were around when I did my very first airbrush video, every so often I would hear the tank do a quick refill on, like it was losing a small amount of air, and it would kick on and then that was it. This one, nada. I can leave this thing on for days and never hear it. And the only way I know that is because I've accidentally done it. So right now we are set. Well, as it stands right now, it is set to 22 pounds of pressure. When I'm actually brushing and I open up that brush, it goes down to 16 pounds of pressure. So what's coming out of the gun is 16 pounds. And that's a lot of air. believe it or not. I mean, I can feel that at a good distance. So 16 pounds of pressure I've been painting well with 16 pounds of pressure, but I don't have any way of regulating the pressure in the tank. So whatever is in the tank is in the tank. I can only regulate what's coming out of the thing. But again, if I sit here and I'll run this for a second and you guys will hear this kick back on. See, it takes a while to get there. But once this kicks on, it's on as long as I'm airbrushing.
Yeah, but it's not that loud. Like, are you doing something with the volume? Because right now it's not that loud.
No, I didn't touch anything.
So
I have not touched any volume since you and I did that whole.
Yeah, it starts out when it first starts up. It's kind of got some noise to it, but then it like settles down and it's not very noisy. John 26 says that he's had his for 5 years.
So anyway, that. Who said that?
John 26:18.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not happy with it. I like it. I actually think I might keep it out here, either by my desk or maybe eventually move it over to the workbench, where I'll probably be doing my builds, after I'm done this whole camera setup thing. So yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad unit. I like it. I actually love it. Everything was great about it, and the fact that it stays at pressure and doesn't move off it. The machine's not running when it's not supposed to be. Great unit. I'm happy with it. I have no complaints about it, other than just my opinion on having a tank. Just my opinion. All right, so I'll move past that. Let me get the wire. There we go. Okay.
Oh,
so
Jerry,
that's going to live right there for now.
Jerry asked a question. He wants to know, what is the black knob looking thing by the handle?
So that's the regulator, and that the black knob, you would pull up on the knob and then twist it. And that will set how much PSI is coming through through the line into your airbrush. Underneath of that is the water trap. As you know, when air compresses, it turns into a liquid. So you could potentially get liquid in the tank, and then that could go, if you didn't have that trap there, it could go into the line and come out into your gun, which would then go into your paint, and it'll cause you all kinds of problems when you're spraying. So the regulator and the air trap is there. It's there. I forgot where I was going with that. That's what that is. So that whole apparatus is.
Jerry's saying not by the hose. I thought I read his question. Rick, what's the black knob looking thing by the handle? He's saying not by the hose.
Oh, coming out of the.
By John Schuylkill River Value.
By John 2. Are you talking about this here?
He said by the handle.
If I'm not mistaken, what I think this is, well, that's the handle.
Yeah. That's
the on and off switch. Mm-hmm. The only other black thing here is this. If I'm not mistaken, this is the pressure switch.
Oh, okay.
So in what goes in here is some sort of pressure switch that controls when this is shut off. So when this gets up to pressure, it must close or open or something like that, and it sends an electrical signal down the wire for the motor to shut off.
Oh.
So that's what that is. Okay. So this is what's broke on my other one. Here, look.
Tom said to get yourself a separator for it to remove the water from the lines. All the liquid does not fall to the bottom. I don't know what that means.
Okay. I can look into that. So this is my original blue one, and you'll see it has the similar thing on it, but I could not find a pressure switch for this. And I did take this cap off, and there are all kinds of wires in there. And I wasn't about to play with the electrical system for that, but you can see this thing has the same setup for the regulator on this side. But that is the pressure switch that goes right above the piston, and that controls when this thing turns on and off. You sure that doesn't control the tank pressure? Well, think about it this way. This has no tank. So if what you're asking is, does that control tank pressure? There's no tank. The only tank for this is this little section right here. That's all that this thing carries. Everything in here is motor and piston. No tank. And Tom says any switch will do. Well, Tom, we need to have another conversation. So maybe I'll hit you up after the show. Maybe you can help me out, because if I can get this thing running, then I can have one here at the desk. I can have one at the bench. I can have one in the back room.
One in the kitchen. One in the dining room.
I might just take one up to the bedroom. You never know. Psst, psst.
Mr. Nisi's laughing again.
You know, Scott, if I wasn't online, I would have a lot more colorful things to say.
He's laughing.
Tank pressure is controlled by the regulator. Yes, so that's this. But this thing has no tank. So the only pressure that you're controlling here is what's coming out into the unit. Do you have to inflate Rita from time to time?
Oh,
Tim, no comment. I cannot confirm whether she is.
She's with Flat Stanley.
Moving on. Paint wouldn't taste very good with steak. Nisi and Rick. Okay.
Oh, no airbrush in the kitchen.
I'm not sure what that means.
No airbrushes in the kitchen or dining room.
Oh, no airbrush in the kitchen. Gotcha. Is that for the blow up version of Rita? Well, Rita is not. I can tell you Rita is not a blow up. I can tell you that. I had an air compressor in the garage, was half full of water.
Oh.
Had to open the tank up and empty it. Wow. Annual check to cover insurance. The garage policy. Wow. See, now my other tanks have the valve at the bottom, which I will show you in a minute. Because in this whole, continuing with this whole debacle, when I had this problem come up and I had no compressor yet before the company shipped me this replacement, my very first thought was I'll just go back to my framing compressor, because I had already bought the attachment for that so that I can hook up the hose. You should empty the check after every use. I agree to that, Heath. But when I went to my my framing compressor, which is a 3-gallon, I think it's a 3-gallon or a 2-gallon pancake compressor, I turned it on and it just kept running and it wouldn't get to pressure. And I finally figured out that the drain valve had rusted through. And that was the issue with that and why I couldn't use that. My mustache keeps tickling my nose. I'm not trying to find out where you are. I promise you. I know you're over there. I keep getting tickled. So when my big compressor no longer worked and I knew I needed to get a new valve, I looked online. I went to Home Depot. I went to Lowe's. Nobody had this valve. And of course, I was getting frustrated at that point, and I was just like, ah. So I finally went over to Harbor Freight, and I went looking for a new compressor, and I found theirs. And theirs was on sale, and of course, I had their coupons because I'm a member of the Inside Club. And I got their like 1 pound compressor. It was really, really, it It was really cheap. It was under $100, I think, by the time I got done paying for it. And I brought that home. And while I was checking out is when I looked across the floor and noticed they have a whole wall of air compressor parts. And sure enough, for like $2 or $3, I found the valve I needed after I checked out. So I'm going to go ahead and put you guys on my cell phone, and I'm going to take you into the other room, and I'll show you the other compressor. And because it is really, 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 it's really cool.
A couple of the guys are saying that the auto parts
somehow.
place would have that. The part you're looking for.
You know, I didn't even think to go there, but yeah, you're probably right. They probably would. And guess what's right next to the Harbor Freight and Advanced Auto? So I could have probably just went in there, but I found it at Harbor Freight, so no worries. You guys are going to notice when I switch over to my my phone that the microphone is also going to switch because it's going to go from here. So if it sounds a little weird, I apologize. I may get louder. Again, I apologize, but let's go back here. And let's go here. All right, Nisi, how do I sound?
Sound all right. A little different.
I didn't do the double mic thing, did I?
No, you're only speaking once.
No. All right. We've had that issue before. All right, so let's go into the train room. And there it is. Look, oh my God, she's right there waiting for me. How about that? All right. So this is the Fortress Ultra Quiet air compressor, 1 pound. There's my pancake guy, and you can see right there's the valve I replaced. Somewhere around here, I've got the old one. I should have had that to show you. But so now that guy's fixed with a new valve, and he functions. And now I got this guy, which I absolutely love. The only thing I don't like on here, which I think I might change, is this thing will go up to 135 psi. But the gauge here, it goes from 0 to 30 as your first stop. Well, we don't run air at 30, so it's really hard to gauge what your pressure is. So what I might just wind up doing is putting this up to however high the hose will let me go, because I don't want to blow out the hose. So I certainly don't want to take it up to 135 psi. So whatever your hose will handle, that's what I'm going to put this up to. And then at the other end where I have my airbrush, I'm going to wind up putting a regulator over there, either attached to the desk or to the wall or something, and then have my airbrush come out of the regulator there so that I can drop the pressure there rather than here. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and kick this on, and wait till you hear this guy. It's like almost nothing. It sounds like a refrigerator running. Like when you're standing at home and you're in your kitchen and you've had the door open for too long and the refrigerator turns on, that's what it sounds like. It is so, so quiet. And it builds the pressure very quickly. If you can see over here, it's already at 90. And I don't think it's actually going to go, it might go to 135. I'm not sure. It usually stops before that. It might get to 120.
Bernard C. is saying, Rick, under that switch is a cut-in pressure switch to adjust the switch. I don't know what that means.
On the old one or this one?
I don't know. It just popped up.
Okay. Bernard, if you could give us a little more information, that would be awesome. Are you talking about this compressor or the other one that I was just showing? All right, so it looks like this one kind of topped out right at 135. So there you go. So this knob here obviously is to control. So right now in the tank is 135 pounds of pressure. And this thing has two heads on it. This has two pistons, and that's why it's so quiet. And it fills so fast. This here is the pressure that is coming out of that hose. Right now it looks like it's actually sitting somewhere around 40. And of course, this is the knob to make that higher or lower, depending on what's coming out.
So Bernard
now,
is talking about that one that you're working with right now.
Okay, what was?
He said, Rick, under that.
What was the comment?
Rick, under that switch is a cut in pressure switch. Adjust the switch. I don't understand how. Why.
I don't know what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I don't either.
That's the on off. I don't see anything.
Yeah, I don't.
Back there. This here is the safety valve, which can be used to empty the tank.
Okay, he says make sure you unplug it and take that cap off the switch.
You talking about this?
Oh no.
Take the cap off the switch.
You'd have to unplug it. You can't do anything with it plugged in anyways. It's in the switch. I don't know. I feel like it's getting lost in translation, but he says it's in the switch.
All right, well, I am and why am I fiddling with this?
I don't honestly, he didn't say
Bernard, what is the purpose? What am I adjusting for Okay. All right. Well, we're waiting on that. So this is your standard air compressor hookup quick disconnect. Every compressor has one, or at least the bigger ones. So if you're going to use it with an air pressure hose, you just need to get the correct plug. And so the top part here, this is your standard. This is what comes with your compressor to fit into that hole. What you need to find is this bottom section here, which will connect this hose to that, which connects to that. So you're not going to find this whole unit. You got to find this little adapter that takes you from those threads to those threads. Okay. And then, like all compressors, this just clicks in. Okay.
Okay, so let's see. Sean McGee said, no, Rick, it's inside where the on-off switch is. And Bernard said, I thought you wanted to reduce the pressure. So the whole point was to reduce the pressure.
I can reduce the pressure here that's coming out of that hose. That's not the problem. My problem is this dial is not precise.
So the lowest amount that it reads is 40.
I can't regulate that. Yeah, I can't regulate that to 20. I can do a best guess, but I need to get a gauge that gives me smaller numbers.
Okay. Yeah.
And the only way that I can figure to do that without taking this apart and getting another gauge would be to put this pressure coming out up to a pressure that this hose can handle, and then sending it to another regulator where I can precisely say in the regulator is coming this pressure, out of the regulator is coming like 20 pounds. Okay. Then I'll have another hose on there going to my airbrush.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can adjust this pressure. I can turn this, and we can go up. We can certainly go up.
Well, don't go too
high.
high.
All the way up to 135.
No, let's not do that.
We can go up to 120.
No. John was asking, can you put an additional...
But I certainly can't put 100.
Right, but John was asking, can you put an additional regulator at the fitting? So does that mean we're
Yes, that's what I was talking about. Yes. Well, I don't know about at the fitting, but I can certainly put another hose on and put the regulator, because this will probably stay in here. I don't need this big honking unit out there.
right.
So if I have, like right now, I got a 25-foot hose that goes from in here all the way back to my workbench.
Right.
And I can put a regulator at the end of that hose and then get a smaller, like 6-foot hose.
Ron Britz is saying plug the regulator into the hose part, no hose in between. So I think he's saying you plug it into that.
So
plug it in there and then plug the hose in. You don't have a hose in between.
I could certainly do that, but then I'd have to come in here to verify my pressure every time. I just thought it would be easier to have it where I was using it.
You should really read these comments.
So then, of course, down here.
Right.
All right, I'm coming back.
Yeah.
All right, so I've got the unit off. And that's it. That's all she wrote. She's empty now.
Whew.
A lot of air. And that's it. So I bought a very similar valve like that with the on-off chuck for the other compressor down there. Whereas that one had the knob that you kind of screw off. All right. Oof. LOL woke the kids. Who woke the kids? I woke the kids. I woke your kids. I didn't wake my kids.
So read Sean McGee.
Sean McGee. So just run a 3/8 hose to an accessory regulator on your bench. Then
is that what you're
drop
talking
the hose
about
size.
doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So you're talking about the big thicker hoses. Yes, I could do that. That's a lot of hose to run 25 feet, especially through the ceiling. But yeah, that could happen. I could do that.
Okay, yep. And then Artie
drain
said
tap,
that,
Rick.
Yeah.
Leave open when not in use. Oh, okay. Yeah, Artie, you're right. I probably should.
Okay.
Especially, you know what? You're right, because in that room. But don't forget to have a water separator on the regulator. Yes. And that's the same. Just so that I'm sure, just to make sure. If you have one of the ones that are on like these little units where it's the regulator and the water thingy, the water trap. Do you suggest doing it as a combo like that, or would you rather see it as two separate units? Yes, you want to see your pressure when you're working. I run 175 in a 130 online 1-inch line. Yep. Do you understand that, Nisi? That was very important information right there.
No.
All right.
Are you taking notes so I can ask you?
It's not easy to explain things to an IT guy about mechanics. Oh, Artie. Oh, right there, buddy. Oh, wow. I'm hurt.
Wow.
Hurt right there. Jeez.
It's terrible.
Wow.
Timber.
So just to be clear, yes, my profession is an IT guy, but I know a lot of stuff, or I know a little bit about a lot of things. I know carpentry, I know plumbing, I know electric.
Just enough to be dangerous.
I know auto mechanic. Just enough to be dangerous, enough to argue with someone that, I don't think that's right.
So combo.
I wasn't the one who was told that my car was broken because of the nut behind the wheel.
Hey, that's not funny. What are you laughing about? That's not funny. That was said in strict confidence.
So
I'm crushed.
I did not say it was you. You outed yourself on that one.
Oh, Mr. Big Eyes looking over here. Whatever. It's terrible. So Ron Britt
If
said
you're
combo.
in
I
IT,
don't
why
remember what
don't
the
you have
question was.
answers to my computer problems? Heath, what was your computer problems? You never came to me with computer problems. I come to you with OBS problems. What computer problems? Don't let him lie to you. Who says I was lying?
Why are you always lying?
Jeez, Tina, we need to have a talk. His nose is growing. Yeah, you know I'm lying when my mouth is open.
He wants to be a real boy, but he's only made of wood.
It hurts when I do this. How do you make it stop? I don't know. I don't have the answer to that one. That's not a computer question.
What are you doing?
Make him Spanish rice and beans, and he will help you with your computer problems. Yes, yes, rice and beans, and I will be your friend forever.
Yeah, but you'll have the spirit of Beanie Weenie.
Folks, we watch a Parting Friendship live.
What friendship?
I like Artie's. We're watching a Parting Friendship live. Oh man, I'm no expert. I'm learning new things every day. Aren't we all?
Seriously.
Aren't we all? So, yeah, that's all I got. We've been here an hour and a half.
I can't believe you laughed at that. Oh, you knew they were talking about me. You knew. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Oh. All right. Now that we got through all the good stuff,
what's the bad stuff?
Now the fun can begin.
I didn't know we were going to imbibe.
We're going to do what?
Imbibe.
In who?
Not in me.
No. M5.
Oh my
Not
God.
me. Not me. Not me.
You learned a new word today. Imbibe. What?
Can you spell that?
Do you want to know its
Funkin'
country of origin?
Oh my God, I remember my Funkin' Wagnalls.
He heard you.
Can I get the country of origin? Can you use it in a sentence? Did you bring enough for all of us? Lynn, stop on by, brother. The fridge is full.
Well, he's coming from a long way away, so it's going to take a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I'm a little touchy-feely about that.
I'm getting a little touchy-feely with my beer. Don't know. I could use my shop compressor.
Is it Bailey's?
There you go, Jimbo Trains. You can use your shop compressor. Just get the right cable so that you're what do you call that?
Get the right cables
for the right cord and the right connectors. You certainly can use your shop compressor.
Absolutely. Oh, what's the score?
You now know it can be done.
Thank you, Lynn. The word is imbibe.
The word is imbibe.
Yeah, that's what I said. Imbibe.
Imbibe. I thought you said in vibe.
Lord, have
I'll
mercy.
spell it for you. INVIBE.
I'll spell it for you. I will spell something for you.
Who, James? 3329. 3329. That's not bad. 33 people in here after an hour and a half. They listen to me talk.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
It's pretty good.
Not bad at all.
No.
So, don't forget down the bottom. Actually, I forgot to change that. I was testing earlier. I should have had the banner for STS going all along, and I haven't. STS Sidetrack Sunday, guys. Don't forget sub to the build crew. I'm going to find the link and post it up there for you now. I put it in my STS notes. There we go. Or my OBS notes. Come on, get to the other monitor. There we go. here is the link for the Build Crew channel. And the reason, oh, come on. Oh, I just lost my video.
I don't see it.
Over there. There we go. One time. There we go. It refreshed. Okay. The reason.
Ooh, Artie, you're going to be at the beach next Saturday?
To drink excessive alcoholics. To take in as if by drinking. To imbibe fresh air. Oh, so it's not just about alcohol. Oh, I got. All right. Well, here's to your imbibing.
Mr. Niecy's behind
Especially
me
when it's
going, go, like you're just
Go. We could do it. We could do it. I got no problem. We can have it. We can have a chug lug contest.
Oh Lord. Buffalo's gonna win by 3.
Back to the Build Crew. So we had a small scheduling issue originally with Ray. And then we had another scheduling issue this weekend. As you noticed, yesterday there was no Build Crew. There will be one next weekend. You will find on
Roy
Eltham's channel. He will be doing the next installment of the Build Crew, and then on Sunday you will see the video go up on the Build Crew channel. We are almost there. Once Roy goes for his next video, then James and Ray will go with their video. And then after that, we will do a live show. And I think we are going to be taking over Ray's Sidetrack Sunday for the month of February. Unless that changes, that is the schedule right now. Of course, all changes are subject to change. Or all schedules are subject to change. So don't quote me on it, but as of right now, that's what we're looking at. Once this Build Crew is done, I think if another one comes up, it is specifically going to be on the Build Crew channel. I think we're going to go away with having them on everyone's channel. So definitely make sure that you subscribe to the Build Crew. I'm sure you will hear this from all of us that do live shows and videos. So you'll be done in June. No, we'll be done in February. February 27th. As a matter of fact, there are a couple of us, at least 3 that I know of, that are completely done at this point. Our builds are ready to go. Some small iterations may need to change or get fixed, but other than that, there are 3 of us right now whose builds are complete. So we're halfway there. So that being said, once again, subscribe to the Build Crew channel. I threw the link up in chat. Definitely go there. Put yourself on the list. And then when we do this again, it'll most likely be over there. So this way you guys don't have to hop around. We can keep the videos all in one place. Oh, can we remove that?
What?
Thanks, Tina. You're killing me.
What happened? I didn't do anything.
That happened.
Oh. You made her a Smurf. And now I'm in trouble.
I didn't make her a Smurf.
Oh, then how did she get it? Oh,
I didn't make her a Smurf. And now you just lost your Smurfness. I'm drinking.
Smurf you. I'm being Smurfy.
Yeah, so a couple weeks will be my birthday. I don't really celebrate my birthday that much.
21.
I'm not telling you that. Tina, you put up my age, I swear to God, I'll ban you from this channel.
Oh no.
I kind of stopped celebrating my birthday because I kid you not, without fail, every year on my birthday, it snows.
That's not a
It
bad
snows.
thing.
And it usually snows so bad that nobody wants to come out. So I can't throw a party anywhere in or around my birthday because we can never go out to celebrate. And no one will come to my house. So it's usually, well, for the past couple of years, it's just been my wife and my kids. I always said that I was going to just tell everybody my birthday was in August and celebrate in August, but that never really took hold. There's a 41 in chat. What's a 41 in chat? Artie said 42.
Dude.
Happy early birthday. Thank you, Ron. No hint. All right.
So celebrate your birthday in January.
If you're going to continue, I'm going to cut this live stream.
So celebrate in January.
No, it's too cold. It's too cold. It's 20 degrees outside.
People have Christmas and July parties. Have a freaking party in April.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Party in April.
I'll see you guys in April. How about that? We'll do a party in April. How about that?
With no music. Oh, that's Tina's birthday.
No music?
We need music.
Tina's birthday is in April. All right. Well, I can't do April.
So twinsies.
I could do May.
That's Mother's
I can't do March because that's Jen. Can't do April.
Bye, Pappy.
Thank you, Ed. I appreciate it. All right, Pappy. Take care, bud. Yeah, I can't do April. I can't do March. I can't do May because my anniversary is in May. My wedding anniversary. I can't do June because I got 2 kids in June.
July.
I could do July.
How about Cinco de Mayo? I mean, like
July or
May.
Just do August. His birthday.
I can't do May.
Oh, do August. It's
my wedding anniversary is in May.
August.
Yes, I completely agree. I will be 21 years old with 20 years experience. Oh, see, now I can't do July. That's Roy. No,
that's Ray Elton. That's Ray Elton.
I'm not partying in July either. So, May 24, 25 years for us. Woohoo! That's a good run. May 14th will be 11 years for us.
Oh, you could have a Halloween birthday party.
October. Yeah, I could.
Yeah, everybody could get dressed up.
21 plus $20 shipping handle. Nice. Nice. I like that.
Oh, that's not good.
Just for you, Tina. Ugh.
So you dance a little jig.
So, all right. Well, I'm out of ideas.
Dance a jig.
Dance a jig. I did dance a jig.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see me dance a jig?
Nope.
What happened to the jig?
You're not doing nothing. You're just sitting there.
What do you want me to do?
Dance a jig.
I danced the jig already.
Oh my gosh. That was fabulous. Oh Lordy, who's going live at 10? I don't know.
I'm not going live.
You already are live. You're gonna end the stream. You're not going live. You are live.
Oh my God. Make the music stop. I am live. I'm live now. Am I not live?
Oh, Rusty said you could have your birthday party at his house. I'm pretty sure it won't snow.
Oh, that's true.
Road trip to Rusty's house.
That's true. Road trip to Rusty's. Party at Rusty's.
Nisi, tell us about Nisi's Railroad. It's got trains.
Here we got trains.
I got some trains on
Got
train
some
track.
alligators.
Got some train track.
Uh,
Oh, you could go to Strasbourg. Am I running trains now? No, I'm not running trains yet.
that's in May. I'm going to do my hardest to make it to Strasbourg this year. It's a week after my anniversary, so wish me luck. Chiefs and Bills in overtime.
Bills are going to win by 3. That's how it's been going. I'm telling you. They're going to win by 3. Good night, Bernard. I don't know why I said it like that. So, Artie's doing all of his
Night,
live
Bernard.
stuff on the
Have a good
beach.
one.
Nisi is running trains in May. What?
We're gonna have trains running at Nisi's pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna have trains running sooner
Pretty
than
soon.
yeah, sooner than later.
Fred tied overtime.
Yeah.
Who's Fred?
Fred Wild.
Fred Wild?
Fred Wild.
Oh, Fred said 13 seconds.
That was before they
Fred
went to
Wild, welcome to the show. We all know it's 27. What's 27?
What's 27?
My age? No, I'll give you a hint. I'm past 27. Oh, we'll collect some bail money as Rick and Sean will get me arrested. Listen, you
I don't know, Artie. You get up to some shenanigans.
best
all
friends
on your
don't-
own.
that he does.
That Halloween.
Your friends
stuff that
don't
he
bail
did,
you out of jail.
They go to jail with you.
They sit in the chair next to you. Absolutely.
Oh, Ed was asking, has the ladies' live stream started?
What is
Well,
John working on next on the railroad? What is John working on next? John still has to finish that park.
Open the door
And
and,
then
ask
I
him.
think after the park,
Open the door and ask him.
he ain't in there.
I know.
He ain't in there.
I know.
He ain't in there. Shut up. Be born in December. My daughter was born in December, 2 days after Christmas.
Aw.
She was scheduled to be a New Year's baby, and we got her 5 days early.
Yeah, Steve's right.
How's the ladies' live stream starting?
Yeah, I don't think any
Who's right?
place can handle the ladies' live stream. That's
Listen, if there is ever a ladies' live stream, I will sell tickets. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Change the month and date.
But don't be surprised, because it's going to be nothing but a bunch of ladies just sitting around, yappy, all about us guys.
Oh, you think so highly of yourselves. It's going to be all about you guys. That's all we got to talk about. Is
All
y'all.
about us. It's going to be
y'all.
a husband bash. It's going to be what he did or what he didn't do and this and that. And it's going to be like,
I can't respond because we're live. I have to keep the halo on. The halo is slowly falling off the side of my hat. It's gonna be hanging off my ear in a minute. Wine Wednesday live
wait
stream.
till I hit that end broadcast button.
Listen, honey badger, there's not gonna be any wine. Maybe some cheese, but no wine. Oh, please.
please.
We have better things to
Better
talk about.
things
Than
to
men.
talk about than
Thank
men.
you. Yeah. Our whole life doesn't revolve around men. Did we chicken out? We didn't chicken out. We do what we want to do.
Chicken out. No, they haven't gotten together yet.
No.
Did Jen hook up with you on Facebook yet?
Nope.
Amanda. I know she hooked up with Amanda. Well, I know she's got Amanda's page.
Yeah, I have. All
right, so you got to send me your Facebook page so I can pass it on.
I sent a friend request to Split Rock and to his missus, and I've had some people reach out, like new people that they're friends with other people in the group, but no Jen. I thought you said you didn't do Facebook.
I don't, but Jen does.
Jen's probably like, why the hell do I want to talk to her?
Jen's
gonna be like, why do I want to talk to this weirdo? Poor Jen.
At this point, you're like my work wife. I'm either at work or I'm here at home, and then when that all ends, I'm down here for like 5 hours talking with you about some building.
We did like what 7.5 hours once.
Oh my God. Like, yeah, the one day we were on, I swear to God, meeting Nisi and having her in this build crew and being her partner was like the best thing in the world. We very quickly became the very best of friends.
Yeah.
We talk every day. Yeah. We are on with each other on StreamYard every day. We're working on builds, talking about our layouts, working through problems. It's been great. It's been great. Rick always said, growing old is mandatory, growing up is optional. Yes, 100%. I'm going to have that tattooed on my ass. Absolutely.
That'll be hot.
Absolutely.
Oh, growing up is overrated.
Ha! Yes, JD, no need to grow up.
No, only so you can drink Baileys. That's it. Bye.
Oh, it's doggy time. I'll let the missus know.
I think he means take the doggy out. Okay, Wishbone.
Yes, I will always be a Toys R Us kid.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Nice.
I'm a Toys R Us kid. 10 million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with. From bikes to trains to video games. It's the coolest toy store there is. I don't want to grow up because if I did, I wouldn't be a Toys R Us kid. Thanks, Tina. You just embarrassed me live on YouTube.
You're the one singing the song.
She forced me. Let's be honest.
Yeah. She was holding you down, giving you noogies while you were singing the song. What's Toys R Us? Oh,
John, they're not dead yet.
Online.
I'm not sure if you remember, but Toys R Us came back in a small capacity. They were, I guess you could say, like renting space out of, I think it was Macy's.
Oh, I don't know.
So they brought back Toys R Us in a few select Macy's during the Christmas time. I don't know if that's gone now or if they continued that. The name is still there. Yeah. Still there. They're just waiting for someone to pick it up and reinvest.
See, I grew up with Lionel Play.
If I could do it, I would.
Toys R Us was new. Lionel Play World was.
Oh, new. I was a bigger fan of. Yeah, I was a bigger fan of Lionel Kitty City.
Lionel Play World. Turn that frown upside down, and then the kangaroo would bounce up and down.
Upside down. Yep. Yep. Tina confirmed in Macy's. I miss the big stores.
Yeah, looking on.
I don't know if they were so much stores as playgrounds, but
yeah, toys everywhere.
FOA is at Saks. Did not.
Oh,
see
they
it with
did.
us.
Nice. Hey, Joe, I thought you were walking a dog. Oh, James says they're in Canada. Toys R Us or FAO Schwartz?
Yes, Sean said the same.
Okay.
Chiefs won in OT.
Shh. Mr. Nisi's 30 minutes behind. You can't tell the score.
2 minutes behind.
Shh.
Oh man, I just bumped up his bedtime.
Whose bedtime? Is that it?
Yeah, I passed.
And they
Well, I
won by
figured
a
after I
field goal.
ruined the game for him, he would go to bed.
Oh, please. I appreciate it, Joe. I'm just giving you a hard time. Toodles heap. Well, it was fun checking out all your thingamadoodles. Anyways,
Oh,
that's
here's
cool. I thought he said he was walking.
all my
walking the kid.
thingamadoodles. Yeah.
Your thingamadoodles.
All right, gang. We have been here for 2 hours.
Oh, wait, where's my shirt?
We
Tampa lost, but San Francisco's still in.
I don't know nothing about this sports thing. I just go, yay, team.
Oh, Showbiz Pizza Place. Is that where they had the organ, the pipe organ? Because that was a cool place to go get pizza. Bye, Mr. Jimbo.
Jimbo, take it easy.
All right.
James is leaving too.
Good night, everybody.
Afternoon nap time. Yep.
Good night,
I'm gonna say the
Jimbo.
same.
Good night, Mary.
So,
Ann.
all right, everyone. Good night, Marianne. Good night, Jim Bob,
Go Packers.
and all that jazz. Yep. Packers. All right, she's doing the sports thing. Let's do this. All right, everybody. We're gonna call it a night and leave it there. Everybody, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for enjoying the show. I hope you did. I hope you enjoyed the co-host. She helped me out a lot. Thank you, person. All right. We're going to roll the credits. Thank you guys again. Remember, next week is going to be Ray Bobel over his channel. He's going to close out the month of January, and then we'll start over from there in February. And look forward to the shows coming up for the Build Crew. And remember to subscribe to the Build Crew channel. You'll find that in the description. And that's all I got. So thank you again, guys. Hope you guys had fun. Hope I was able to entertain you and educate you with some of the stuff I got. So until then, I don't think I'm around again for a couple months. There's not a fifth Sunday that comes up until like April or May or something like that. So I'll probably pop up some point. So I'll be around. If not, I'll catch y'all in chat. Good night, everyone. Good night, Nisi.
Good night.